Sorry, I forgot I did.
Yep. Welcome everybody to Link to the Past Randomizer. I forgot to unmute myself for the stream. And we're gonna join in media res. As it turns out, Quizbowl and Amarith off to the races already.
And I saw 2 crystals, 1 in Hera and 5, 6 in Eastern. So, let's see, I saw fairies out of one of the trees. Oh, that is a nice bush crab today. Bombs. Ooh, an ether.
Ether off the bat for Amarith.
Lots and lots of bombs for Quizbowl. So I don't think we'll see him buy bombs for the early part.
So you're noticing funky things about the music. Amarith is running an MSU of Majora's Mask. Quizbowl's just running the music. Oh, in this case, Samaria in the woods.
I quote Venom Ryu with "It's gotta be."
Yeah, that's the thing that he says. Another big red rupee for Quizbowl.
Oh, Ridley, where did
Crab's got bombs?
Let's go ahead. Go ahead.
So we're actually gonna get a check of the lumberjack spot. This will be all heading on over to Kakariko Village.
I saw pretty much. It looked like 10 arrows for the lumberjack.
Nothing going on.
Well, unless ag is required, but I think our runners don't want that to happen.
No, they do not.
Well, there goes what I was just about to ask you. Where do you think we would get our first sword? But
I think we'll get it in blind set. I think we'll get the fire round blind set too. And a red rupee.
So let's see, 2 red rupees in there plus some money, at least a little bit of vanilla. Well, let's see what's in that well. Bombos? The mirror? Piece of heart, 10 arrows, and a single green rupee.
Amarith, meanwhile, catching up, going through blind.
What'd you say about a 3 out of 5 for that one? As far as the well goes?
This has been a pretty generous Kakariko. Speaking of generosity, she traded 100 rupees for 300 rupees with the bottle trader. Not a great businessman. Selling free money.
I could say it's more of the fact of Link made an investment, and that was his return for it. And we got the tip jar, 50 bucks. Wow, Link is robbing the bar.
Early mirror, early fire rod, early sword. Doesn't open up an awful lot right away, but it's mirror is a nice thing to have. Period. You can just get in and out. Oh, the lamp is going to be on the library. That means the boots are going to be coming up really soon.
Maybe not. I mean,
if the
lamp's, give him the bow.
Well, lamp's an early item. So
yeah, but the boots could troll depending on things.
very likely we're gonna have some early boots. So I'm gonna check out this house. Big red room. Let's see the shot we see. Ooh, with the sword and the fire rod. Quizbowl's gonna go into. Well, he's gonna check the two chests and get his ether. But I wonder if he's gonna actually go to the dungeon.
Probably. I mean, it's all clearable. Unless the key is in the back.
Yeah, but with the unless it's under the gravestone. Fire rod in advanced placement, which is what we're using here, makes the entirety of up to the crossroom illogical.
Technically, I believe there are actual torches in the sewers themselves.
Oh, yes.
So I think it's all the way up to the rat room, and even then, you should be able to figure that one out.
How's it sound now, everybody? Alright, Quizbowl meanwhile going down into the dungeon, and as is Amarith. We're gonna...
So, go ahead,
Nope.
Go ahead.
Quizbowl going down, Amarith right behind him. So far, not much in the castle. However, the key early on means that you can do the entire thing right this second.
I know for me, if I haven't really gotten much, so far, I'll personally, get the key from the guard and check all the way to the back, because it's a good way to tell if there's something important there. You'll find the key. If not, then you really didn't need it.
It's all money right now, though.
Since the game does not logically check for money as far as Zora goes, we know that's not pointing any way.
But you don't get to say money, money, money. It's a rich man's world. And a piece of heart. Here's where the mirror comes in handy right away. You can go straight to the top without having the death warp, having to walk. No muss, no fuss. Go up the stairs and check out the dark rooms.
Good old Dark Cross. I remember it was just part of the sewers, nickname-wise.
That's back when anybody ran standard.
Hey, I still run standard when I feel like it. Then again, I'm still a fan of old school key sanity and entrance shuffle.
Why there's a whole other tournament we did for that over the summer. Cross keys. Cross world key sanity. So we're not even gonna bother lighting any of the torches, and really at this point, these are both very, very good runners at this late into the tournament. No need to do it. Quizbowl takes a death though. Not so much luck with the snakes. If this is important, this might become a problem. Well, Quizbowl's gonna go back in. Alright.
And only $20 in Dark Cross.
Right, but we still have the whole back to check with that key.
Very, very true. Although this technically is not in logic.
No, this part is not in logic. There are no torches here, so you would either need to have the lamp or the gloves in order to get into the graveyard.
I believe there are torches there, but they're not easily accessible without lifting a pot. I'd have to go run and grab my official Nintendo Power Player's Guide to look at the exact map, but...
Alright, well, we're in now. Whole lot of nothing.
So, South Shore and Sashi today?
South Shore, Sasha's Closet, Agina. Quizbowl dies again. I hope Quizbowl just leaves now.
Opted to take the save and quit.
Yep, okay. Just gonna go ahead and start from Link's house. Amarith's gonna go ahead and check the get the quick check actually in fun fact, the mirror, you just make boxes here. Ooh, and the moon pearl, that's gonna open up fake flipper for the waterfall fairy if you want.
Yes, it will, and it's also a mini Dark World starting kit.
It is. We still need a few more pieces. Need at least a glove and a hammer or 2 gloves.
And oh, now that's interesting.
Early mushroom with the king opens up the glitch for bat. Also,
if we had hammer.
If we had hammer or a or 2 gloves.
Very true. Though I wish that they had also checked what the fish held. Fun fact for those that don't know, tossing the fish back, going to the next screen and tossing the fish back, will yield you an item that is randomized.
It's a refill item, and they already know that the crabs drop 8 bombs. So
true, but it is different than the crabs, though, but
it
still.
Is, but that's not a refill. Burna doesn't open up much. Bottle opens up an item, and a heart container. Always pleasant, but not progression.
I'd say it was an okay mini Baldwin cave.
It was a bad one. No progression in it. I would say
bottle.
It was even okay. A bottle gives you 1 item.
True, but it still technically is progression with what they have apart from the mushroom.
We're gonna check out Ice Rock Cave. I always like this check. This is
yes,
very
I do
often
too.
This is a Sphere 1 check, so there's often an item here. Sphere 1 being that you can get it from the beginning of the game.
I thought there was Sphere 0.
Or Sphere 0, I should say. Correct. Sphere 1 is the next sphere. But nothing going on there. 20 rupees. So fire rod mirror. Ooh, this may want you to hand in the mushroom.
Mushroom or check Eastern, as
Eastern.
They're 1 bow away from the ability to beat Eastern.
Yeah, you're almost always a bow away from being Eastern. But you have the Moon Pearl. Unfortunately, not enough health to do the bomb trick to do this, but we're going to try to fake flipper. That is when you jump into the river and go Yep, that's the bomb trick. Immediately do a screen transition on the same frame. Fools the game into thinking of the flippers. Create some interesting scenarios.
And Quizbowl doing the old-fashioned holding out the sword version.
Yep. Seeing on the island, just 20 rupees.
Here's the hobo check.
Well, for hobo, this is out of sequence. This is a minor glitch that is not required to beat the game, so this would be a sequence break.
It is a sequence break, though it's one that's usually more commonly done.
Yes, especially if you get a Moon Pearl early, or the boots early. You can get those items while you're down here.
Especially since it also saves you time, as the game might have meant you to go beat Aga 1 to get the flippers to go get an item like that.
More often than not, I find it winds up being not a lot.
I remember back in the day where you could find some amazing stuff for doing that check.
Nowadays, you tend to find, like, the best thing I've ever found is, oh, here's a can of burner.
I've seen 1 or 2 times that it's been useful, but it's very rare. Now, here's a question. Will we see the actual bottle check for the ferry?
I think so. Get an empty bottle.
I'm a fan of always checking. If you're here,
maybe
go ahead.
Blue. Silver gloves and a sword being there. That's a big check. Red potion.
Ooh.
For free. Not bad.
Kool-Aid. Pretty good.
Your eyes are not deceiving you. We are walking on water now. We're going to be heading on up to Zora's with the money we have. We can go cash that in. Get our 5
Will we
back.
need to come back here? Let's see,
No. Probably catching there.
Yeah, I'd say not. I mean, swag scratch on Aga.
It's a nice to have. It's not something you walk back here for, sir.
Yeah, I know. Just pointing out the positives.
Alright, Zora.
Will we rip him off today?
The hammer!
No!
As I was saying, the most important thing to do is fake flipper. It always turns up with something important. Oh man, where can the flipper's gotta be in like Agina, right?
Agina, Salasrala,
Maybe Sashrala? Yeah.
or Eastern.
Yeah, we gotta be early, but now with Pearl and
Ooh, we're seeing a divergence already.
go straight to the Dark World and hit that hype cave.
I think we're going to see one of them go to the Dark World, or one possibly going to Death Mountain.
No, Amarith is heading straight to the Dark World already. We got a big check there. Looks like our pendants will be
T-Rock and Swamp
interesting. Well, we know
are the
that
other 2 pendants.
flippers are required because just cheated to get around it.
Yeah,
Weird, Swamp
with our
House
runners. Well, here's Hype Cave real quick.
Naga brings up a good point. Flippers should be in Dark World with a logically required agony. It's hard. I guess you have the Moon Pearl. Yeah.
Flippers possible on that one for some things. I think Quizbowl might.
Fake flippers. Is a
go
big
ahead.
win.
Yep, fake flippers really did pay off. So, you think Amarith will loop back to Village of Outcast, or do you go?
No hook shot, no flippers. He doesn't have a way to Village of Outcasts.
By that I mean save and quit and then come back.
Yeah, he can go around that way. But from here, he'd have to... Or he could just walk up to right now. Nope. He might just be walking up the hand of the bottle and do Village of Outcasts.
Yeah, probably most likely go Village of Outcast that way.
Shovel game first.
Shovel game, mirror, head up bottle, then use the warp in the back of Kakariko to come back.
Let's see what if he has flippers? Nope.
So here's a good question for you. You do have all the items to check all of Light World Death Mountain and complete Hera. Would you do that?
No. I'm now 1 level away from oh my god! The flippers are in digging game! This was an agony required seed if you did not fake flipper.
Ouch!
And Quizbowl gonna fake powder.
But that tells me something huge. The boots were early.
Boots have to be early.
Either Mushroom, Eastern, Sasha's Closet, or
the Book of Medora on Magic Bat. The hammer was locked behind flippers. Wow, this would have been absolutely aggro required. Unless there's There's a glove and a hammer locked behind flippers. There's no way this wasn't Iger required.
Yep,
A fake flipper.
100%. 100%, no way. The sequence bike paying off.
Yeah. Like I said, you always fake flipper. It always turns out well for you. You always get something.
It's always worth it in the early game if you think there could be something.
Alright, we're gonna get a Village Valcast this way with both Amarith and Quizbowl. Almost a sync here.
I think we might see a pedestal check soon. They have Fire Rod, Mirror...
And there's a requirement to Malthus and Crystal. And they have Fire Rod, so... Quizbowl's gonna go up and do it. Amarith is gonna opt to do Thieves Town. Both of them required. Not a terrible idea.
Makes a good choice. So we actually might see something interesting soon. Because Pedestal might be required too. But since Amarith does not have the book yet, it will take them a while to find out if it is required.
Well, they're out of sequence on the book too. Because the book would require the powder, ordinarily.
That is true. That is true. Though powder was in Hype Cave, I might add.
No. I think the powder was nowhere. Ice Rod, which is not necessarily important because Turtle Rock is a pendant. Oh, it was. My mistake. So powder. So powder would be in sequence. That would put the book right into sequence.
Let's just assume that they would have found Boots and would have gone through to beat Aghanim on this one. Let's just assume that one to make it a lot easier for the pair of us.
Quizbowl hitting Northern. This is curious because you know the Boots have to be out there, so you're gonna hit this graveyard ledge early instead of waiting to have the Boots be able to do both at once.
I personally, knowing where... Well, remember, he does not have flippers yet.
No, he doesn't know what the flippers are. But yes, it has to know they're required. And they have to be early.
Yes, he does. It's more the whole fact of they're required. But at the same point, he doesn't know if they're required or not. He knows if they're required... Oh yeah, I was getting a bit scatterbrained at present.
We're heading into... And I feel like listening to Majora's Mask music. So here we are.
It's the, what? Gerudo Training Grounds? No, wait, that's Ocarina.
This is
the equivalent.
I believe this is the music for Kana Castle or
Pirate's Fortress.
Pirate's Fortress.
That's what they're saying.
Thank you, Pirate's Fortress.
So essentially the Gerudo area, but in Majora's Mask.
This is available because of a neat little thing called MSU, which where you're able to put CD quality audio synced up to your Super Nintendo emulator or Super Nintendo period.
Yeah, I remember when this was still brand spanking new for the actual, to be hearing that in, the actual matches.
Sure, Amarith does require that. Amarith does know that boots are required, it's just she has to locate them. And again, they're probably in Solid Shooter's closet.
And I might add, Quizbowl actually using very good game knowledge to pick up a potion.
Yep.
There's the brewery check, which we just got as well.
Boring old bombs. Amarith going into the Hellway.
Oh god.
Called such because just look at it.
Well, there is the one god pixel, but even then you're praying to the RNG gods that you can actually get the dash through it.
What happened to Quizbowl in Skull Woods? Did you just run out of keys?
I think they checked the first few chests and decided to nope out.
Weird. They gotta do it. It's completely doable. It's hard. Like, Moth is not a friendly customer with no half magic and a blue sword. But I would almost want to take that risk to see, with the book, especially with book in hand, see pedestal, to see what else is there, to get it out of the way.
Not only that, but, well, Hammer, Stratzel, and Moth aren't that hard to do. They're annoying, yes, but not that hard.
It's not easy, and if the death there is really, really brutal. It's one of the worst time losses in the game, actually, is dying them off and having to walk all the way back through the torture rooms and stuff.
No, the worst death in the game goes to either dying to Agate 2
dying to Agate 2 is the worst thing.
Ice Palace.
Ice Palace, if you're in go mode, is pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm talking NMG levels of Ice Palace.
You're still doing bomb jumps in NMG.
True, but you're also leaving with no magic.
Oh, well, no, yeah, that's no good.
That's why it's argued as the second worst, because you have to go farm magic to get back.
There's no easy way to do so in Ice Palace. There's like one pot that has a couple pots of small magic, but no big refill, and no.
Not just that, but you need to find enough magic to get into the dungeon.
Yes, you need to shoot the one man.
And we're seeing a good execution of the actual owl.
Not so much now.
Yeah.
Amarith's got a red potion, Amarith's got a can of burner. We're good. We're good. Fire that sucker off. You're alright. Alright, Amarith takes care of Line. That is our first crystal done.
And we get blue mail.
Ooh. That's a nice, a little bit easier.
Very, very useful tunic upgrade.
The Dark World music is the Day 3 music.
Which is interesting.
In case you haven't played Majora's Mask, go play Majora's Mask, it's really good. Oh, Amarith opting to go. Yeah, that's what you do now. Because there's no longer a guaranteed key in the front section. I am kind of digging the semi-sheet pack. Quizbowl, meanwhile, retracing steps in blind. I would say neither of them really have a lead. Quizbowl made some weird extra checks earlier that turned out to be nothing, so I guess Amarith has a slight lead, but that can change in a real hurry. straight to the back instead of checking for items. Alright, heading through the torch room to take care of the Gibdos the hard way. Ooh, almost got blocked by the hand. Alright, Amarith's gonna be doing half magic. Not half consume, but half magic bar. Moth. Moth is annoying. Whoa! Takes care of it pretty easily though.
All for the bloomerang.
Yeah, all for the bloomerang. Well, it's an item at least, so you don't have to check so many things in the back. And 2 dungeons down for Amarith. Really nice kill. I bet we're gonna get a pedestal check. But we're gonna get a chest check first.
I think they have got one last item, so. But yeah, chat, get your guesses in chat for what the pedestal could be.
I think it's nothing just because Rock's one of them.
Let's see. Technically, silvers could be there, but that's not needed either.
Upgrade will be there.
True enough, but you get what I mean. Well, they're in the Lost Woods, so here we go.
Piece of heart.
So the full 20 is not available, unless you want to pull the pedestal. Ooh, smart rooting, Quizbowl.
Yeah, we're gonna check out. We're gonna check
Almost
out Bama's
Agina.
on the way to Agina and I guess Desert Palace, but it's a pendant.
But it's a quick check too.
You have to open. You have an open crystal dungeon. This is the point where I'd be talking about. Well, no, you don't have the lamp yet.
Plus, you were also there anyway, so it's sort of worth it.
Really avoiding.
If you wanted to do it.
Both runners avoiding. But there's a second item.
I'm calling it now. Boots are with Agina. They're avoiding the boots by not checking.
I think boots are with Sarasha. I'm getting a little surprised we haven't had checks there yet.
Yeah, I'm feeling you on that one. It's either going to be probably Sasha or, you know, Agina. I'm hoping for the troll Agina just because they're avoiding checking him.
Amarith is capable of doing... Nope, not going to do it. I said Amarith is capable of doing Dark Death Mountain, but... Not Dark Death Mountain, the dark rooms, the caves of Death Mountain. But
I think almost everybody can do that nowadays, but they can't also check ice. They can't get the ice rider present either, so that's sad.
Again, it's just a pendant in Total Rock, so it's very likely not. And knowing that pedestal's not required.
I'll point this out. There have been times where your progression has been on Trinex, so that still is a thing.
It's not impossible, and it's also a green pendant, so it's not like the odds are optimal. Quizbowl gonna check out the Eastern Zone. Here comes the...
Here's the pyramid check.
Pyramid check.
Boots could be here too.
Shovel's there. Oh boy. I don't know about that. No, the boots couldn't possibly be in Dark World.
Yeah, I just realized it myself right after I said that.
Because they need to. Its Aghanim was required to get to the flippers to get to all the other stuff.
That's true.
Aghanim has dark rooms that are not fire routable.
Very true. Well, the first one is.
You gotta get to the top. There's multiple.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's what I was saying. One of them is.
This could be boots.
Let's start. Here's the shrooms.
This could be boots. Almost a perfect sync.
You're hoping for this is the boots. I'm hoping for the troll boots.
Oh, we'll have to do it.
Titans!
Oh, alright, so the first glove was going to be on here. So that puts a portion of...
Where was the second sword upgrade? Do you remember?
It was in Waterfall Cave.
Okay. Just trying to figure it out, because they've got that. Boots can't be on Death Mountain.
There has to be.
There's
Probably another sword inside of either Eastern or
that or the cape.
Or the cape. Right. That Eastern's Sarasha.
And the Quake Fist, that's a Japanese deity. It's just got bombs tonight.
Yeah, not a lot going on there. You have to throw something in there, Amarith. There we go. No, Aga is absolutely, if I doubt, have to be required. You need to have 2 gloves or a hammer to get into Dark World, not on a mountain. To get to a meaningful Dark World zone. There was a hammer and a glove behind flippers. Well, no. No, not necessarily. Because you don't need flippers to get to Zora.
That is true.
So flippers are,
but the
so
hammer
Aga's not
was
required.
in... You're right.
So and because
you are right.
You could have gotten to the gloves almost off the bat. You're right. Yeah, no, it's actually wasn't. Aga's actually not required. So that puts the. Ooh, that opens things up a lot.
That puts the boots anywhere.
Yeah.
So.
You need 1 set of gloves to get to Zora, and it was right in front of him.
Yeah, I think we were both thinking Dark World on that one, where the Titans are required. Or at least the boots there. So, Gary gives Link a huge tip for taking him home.
I guarantee you that there is no boots up here. Because... well, unless we get some weirds over the flute later. There's no way up here. Without going through a dark room.
Unless flute, as you just said. And we've got
20 rupees
20 bucks.
Then we're doing Eastern.
And pod check as well, most likely.
And we're actually going to do Eastern. And I believe we're going to get a Sarasha's closet check too.
Yeah, I know if it was me, I would be mirroring, you know, in the little spot where you can check. Oh, Amber, doing what I was just about to think to do. Nice routing as well. And while you look at the closet, we're getting an ether check, and we get
nothing in the closet.
200 on ether.
And we're showing
Gotta love
a
that.
little bit of displeasure to the old man.
Gotta love the disrespect sometimes.
Quizbowl heading on in.
Let's see, first location in Hera. The key.
That's never encouraging.
You're right, it's not. Although...
You can Hera pot. I believe both these guys can Hera pot. Or you don't have to, just leave. Go upstairs.
And they don't have the hook shot either to do it.
That's true.
Do you want to explain Harapot to anybody that doesn't know it?
No. Just because
I
I honestly don't know how to do it.
I don't
have only seen it a few times.
What I do know is basically it involves using the hook shot, either a bomb for the setup or something like that. But basically, we're clipping into a pot, falling down into the fairy fountain, and then, using the warp to get back up.
The only time it saves time is if you can consistently do it on the first try, or you have to go to the basement. And the basement contains the big key.
Or you're in go mode, and that is the other reason.
Even still, if it takes you 2 times, you can climb the distance in the 2 tries.
2 tries, or
I've legitimately
we're gonna see the potion.
I've watched 2 people race at the same time, and one person struggled to Harapot and miss it twice, and the other person get to the spot where Harapot would have gotten them in the amount of time.
True enough, and nice use of the potion glitch.
Now this is Ikana Castle, isn't it?
Deku Palace, I think.
Palace. So I keep guessing things are Ikana Castle.
It's okay. It's the most glitchiest place in the Majora's Mask speedrun now, if I recall.
Well,
at least for any percent.
The Ocarina Time 80% speedrun is anywhere.
Considering that they now have a credits warp in Ocarina, that's pretty true.
Arbitrary code execution.
Doesn't that require like 2 controllers or something like that?
Yeah, 2 controllers, you need to rubber band down one, and
first gloves were in Waterfall.
Yep. Technically, first gloves would be in, if you're talking about sequencing, there would be
true enough.
Mushroom check. So, Witch's Hut.
Quizbowl not opting to do the coffee break.
Trying to do the quick coffee break. And plug it off. And we're still looking around. Palace of Darkness coming up.
And he's legitimately grabbing a coffee. Or a beverage choice. I love the fact that at least on the commentary stream we get to see his lovely face from his webcam.
Dirk's wife brings up a good point in our chat. Pod is bow locked, so none of this is in sequence right now.
Very, very true. Although that's not to say that a bow couldn't be here. And a piece of heart in the basement of Hera.
Nope, which means nothing but a crystal for her. I'm gonna check out Eastern Death Mountain.
And also, Spike Cave is also available for Quizbowl since they are up here. But I think we'll first see Quizbowl check out. No. Originally thought they were going to go check Turtle Rock, but looks like they decided to nope out of it because of the rocks. Well, the squirrels more than that one, because none of them turned into a dead rock, but nice dark room for Amarith. Now we'll get our Eastern play. $50 in Spiral Cave, with Quizbowl having to take the Walk of Shame.
Is this Ikana Castle?
I think it is, but don't quote me. It's been ages since I've played Majora's Mask. Although, for those wondering, the reason why
I want to remind everybody in chat, by the way, we figured out that because of the gloves being available on the Witch's Hut, Hammer is not actually flipper locked. So, we don't necessarily have.
I got the gloves out of sequence. Paradox, piece of heart, heart container,
Hook shot.
hook shot.
Hook shot.
I've got a nickname for the hook shot, but
Oh, it's Stone Tower.
don't want to say it. Well, it's the Hookers and Booze shot. Stupid, but hey.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the hook shot being one of the funniest and most broken items in A Link to the Past.
In case you want to know more about the hook shot, check out this year's AGDQ run of Crowd Control of Andy.
Oh, you're not even going to say about the whole fact of how they've broken the hook shot to push through walls?
Oh, the hook shot. The hook shot is a wondrous item.
It's the second most broken item in the game.
Yeah.
And wait, if they need to get into Turtle Rock.
Which you want to hope you don't. But got the hookshot cave now to check Quizbowl. Gonna go down to Super Bunny first, I guess.
I remember when this was a lot more. You would always see a Super Bunny play here. But now you almost never hear without the Moon Pearl.
No, it's
the heart.
The Moon Pearl happens so early now.
Yeah, and I wish it didn't. Give me the old days where you would actually see someone, use the huge gamble of. And I remember,
you may want to play Overworld glitches then.
Yeah, but I suck at Overworld glitches. But no, I remember Andy ages ago. I think it was Andy. Checking Ice Palace without the Moon Pearl.
Anything going on in the Hookshot Cave?
Nothing.
Red potion, nice to have. Piece of heart.
And a piece of heart.
And there's nothing on the floating island. Those are 10 arrows.
Right, cave check coming up, I think.
Yeah, I've got a dig check. I'm trying to think of where the boots could be to lead to the lamp at this point.
Very, very true on that one. Let's see.
Yep, it shouldn't be in here.
The flute's still outstanding, so it technically could.
We're running out of locations. It wasn't that required because of the hammer and the glove, so.
And just some bombs.
This could go anywhere. Hey, if you're watching this on ZSR, guys, and you're wondering what game out of the best 3 it is, if you look at the top, you'll see 2 faded out gold pips. Those are how many wins everyone has. They have 0.
It's basically, it takes 2 pieces of the Triforce to show that you've won.
Just like Zelda 1.
Yep. You need both the Triforce of Wisdom and Power. Well, except for the championship, because I'm assuming that's going to be 3 out of 5?
Nope, 2 out of 3.
Really? Surprised on that one. And Hammer Peg Cave to date is... Fireball Shield.
No, I'd like to get my life back at some point. So yeah, 2 out of 3.
I'd like to get your life back at some point. I'm not laughing at you for not wanting that, man. Okay. I'm laughing at you because of the way that was said. And today's sport. Oh, you saw what that was, right?
I was looking at the other screen. What happened?
Flute.
Was the flute in there? Well, the flute's in Dark World, then,
yeah.
So that's not going to be. No,
it was behind. Yeah. Boots could have been on Death Mountain.
Boots, but they weren't.
I know, but just saying with that one. So the boots could be almost anywhere now.
Almost anywhere. Still can't be behind dark areas.
And salute the bird, whatever you guys want to say on that one. Hyrule National Anthem, whatever you want to call it. Well, Amarith is running around with the chest. Quizbowl is dealing with the most extortionist monkey in all the land. And $20 in the lunchbox.
Yep. You made me double check the tournament rules that I didn't include an escalation. No, it's best of 3 all the way through.
That's good. That's good. Well, that's bad for our fans, good for our runners and restreamers.
Imagine. This has been one of the more interesting puzzle boxes of a seed I've had in a long time. Like, it's so wide open, and it's so... the specific sequence break they did. And we're finally going to go into Hera. Quizbowl, meanwhile, Nobo still trying to make his way through House of Darkness. Unfortunately, not a lot going to be in House of Darkness. Boy, I can't place this music either.
The observatory.
Yes, it is. Like, dungeon music, I have a lot of, like, small places you don't go to a lot. Aaron's just going to complete Tower of Hera, and again, not going to find a lot up here, unfortunately. It's not a hook shot. But,
Hookshot being in Paradox Cave.
yeah, we're running out of locations here for Boots and Bow.
I mean, they have Kahina Samaria.
Then they now have
Amarith
Gold Gloves
has
and
the
Flutes, and that's going to
flute.
open up Swamp and Swamp Zone.
Well, also, Meyer.
Yeah. So,
Do I-
when I say Swamp Zone, I mean the area that Misery Mire is in is called Swamp of Sorrows. It doesn't. It's annoying.
Yeah, I
it's
know.
confusing.
I
But
know.
and I'm the only commentator I think that uses the phrase Swamp of Sorrows because there was a a guidebook that came with like Link to the Past that I used, like a little tiny booklet when I was a kid.
What? Not the official player's guide?
No, it came with like a little hint book.
Just like Zelda 1?
No, it was like a cheat book that talked about after you get.
Oh no, I get you. I'm saying Zelda 1 also had something like that, which apparently a lot of people threw out.
Yes. No one can figure it out. Amarith, meanwhile, taking care of Moldorm. Quizbowl going over the Palace of Darkness area again. Not going to find anything.
I'm not going to quote one of my fellow runners of the vanilla game, but they literally have a great nickname for Moldorm and Moldorm 2. But it's inappropriate. Well, let's put it this way: it's more PG-13 than PG.
Hey, we're gonna go downstairs and go get a coffee.
Ouch, the more I think about this, the more times I actually have to laugh about how many nicknames we have for different areas in this game.
What do you call the ledge outside of the grove that you got the mirror to get to? That's the biggest one that I've seen called 15 different things.
Well, K45 is what it's known as on the map.
So I've heard it called K45, I've heard it called Mirror Ledge, I've heard it called Grove Ledge.
I've heard it called Ring of Flowers. Yeah. I've heard a lot there. I think K45 works because it fits with the ring there, effect, because it actually looks like an actual record.
South of Grove. Another one I've heard. Another one I've heard. I think the tracker's called that. Yep, gonna be a piece of heart there, Amarith. And Quizbowl going into Eastern. Again, nothing.
Gonna be disappointed.
Nothing doing there.
I guess while both of our runners are retracing each other's steps, I guess I'll say, please remember to follow our runners. Quizbowl, I'm pretty sure someone could drop a link in chat.
Got it right in chat right now. Our handy dandy robot, Quizbowl, and Amarith. Also check out our tracker, Yoinker's wife, the rest of our commentary team, Really Dragon, and Magius.
It's Magus1 on Twitch. Just look it up that way.
Yoinker's wife. Yoinker, you got a Twitch? Listen, it's not a matter of whether you're good at basketball or not, chat. It's a matter of whether or not you're allowed to play. And there's no rule saying I can't play. Yoinker's wife is Yoinker's wife on Twitch. It's literally just what it says in the chat. Ain't no rule that says Dragon can't play.
And looks like we're getting a raid from Zelda Speedruns too.
Yep, the Zelda 2 randomizer weekly must just wrapped up. And we gotta say, an hour in here, and we're kind of nowhere. we badly need a bow.
A bow, the boots.
The boots would be nice.
Quake
is not that important because it's on the Pendant Dungeon.
Yeah, but it could be there.
Going into Ice Palace. That's clear.
Here's the thing, though. With what's available, I'd probably be dipping Swamp.
I wouldn't dip Swamp before you finish your Crystal Dungeon now. Crystal Dungeon that has 3 items in it. And a 5/6 Crystal Dungeon at that. You're gonna
because they can't beat for the other one. They can't beat Eastern yet, and Swamp's got 6 items.
But you have to do.
That is true.
Ice Palace. So you might as well do it first.
I know I'm a fan of checking for the plays because you could also possibly go mode ice.
Yeah, you're a long way from go mode.
I know. That's why I said if you're playing for the actual item density, you check. You go to swamp. If you're playing for the possibility of crystals, then ice. Both of them are relevant strats. And Amarith picking up their hook shot.
Yeah, I'm actually. Well. You don't really want to do. You can do it, but you don't really. I'm sure these guys can, but it's not fun to do the dark rooms in Misery Mire.
They're not that bad if you. The first one is literally the worst. After that, if you know what you're doing, it's usually not that hard.
Quizbowl going back to do.
Now, personally, if it was me and I didn't want to check any other spots, and wanted to be efficient, I'd consider maybe checking Mire and checking Desert at the same time, as Mire is a crystal, even though you'd have to sequence break to beat it. Desert maybe be a pendant, yes, but it's one of those fast pendants.
I mean, once I'm wrapped up here on the mountain, if I'm Amarith, I beeline the Ice Palace. I beeline the Ice Palace and then just fall. That's full theory. Yeah, I know it's annoying, but you have Chain of Samaria too, so you won't.
Yeah, you do have the official player's guide strategy of how to skip the puzzle.
You won't necessarily.
I just find it amusing that even the folks at Nintendo Power told people, please just skip the puzzle. They screwed it up horribly.
I disagree. That's a good idea. It's a way to make you spatially aware of a dungeon.
I have to say though, I do find it amusing that Nintendo screwed up the remakes version. They made it so that you cannot actually get the fairy fountain now without having to resolve the puzzle.
We're both avoiding Agina like it's going out of style too. Yeah, we're gonna go into
checking Desert first.
Why? Oh, we're gonna check Agina. No, still. This is strange routing.
Yes, it is. But I think you're getting a little
Desert Palace.
More than likely.
And with checkerboard and everything else, you don't have to do this first.
Very, very true. But this is also the last Sphere Zero location.
Yeah, but you're beyond Sphere Zero at this point. Throw a bomb.
Throwing a bomb there. And today's winner is...
Oh, piece of heart.
Piece of heart, yes. But hey, give him the refill.
Yeah, the boots... So, the trouble is that the lanterns hid behind the boots. Like, hard hid behind the boots. There's no two ways about it.
It's required. It's...
And we haven't found a second... Well, it's just not actually required. It doesn't matter. Okay.
So, let's see. Is the buyer available to enter?
If it's not quick, it is. It's not quick.
It's Bombos, so yep. And the Meyer Shed's got... It has... Chest 1's got... Bombs? And more bombs!
Explosive shed.
The explosive hut?
Gonna check out checkerboard first, not a bad idea. And then we're gonna go ahead and check out
probably Desert.
I guess Desert, unless... No, you check Desert now. Nothing.
Yeah, if it's me, I'm here, I'm checking Desert first. Then I'm probably going to check Meyer. As
I
the
guarantee you both of these runners feel like they're losing.
Oh, I 100% agree with you
Both
there.
of these runners feel like they're losing. You need to do Mire first. If you're confident in doing the Mire Dark Rooms, yes, finish Mire.
Yep, Mire is required. I still say
This is
Boots
kind of a
are
brutal seed.
probably in. I still say Boots might be in T-Rock, but
Boots can,
I'm playing for the troll.
Boots can be anywhere. Boots can't be on Vitreous. That's the only thing it can't be on in this dungeon.
That is correct. They can't be on Trinex either. They can't be in Ganon's Tower or Artmos. Let's see. They can be on Argus. They can be on Landbolus.
The lamp is logically required to get through Pod. You can't get to Helmasaur without the lamp. There's no torches, normal nerves.
I know. That's why I said, like, what's left available wise? Dungeons. We got here. Desert. Swamp, as I've said, on that one. And as you've pointed out, you know, Ice Palace.
Yeah, I'm still... Man, you have the Cane of Samaria, you have the hook shot.
You have...
Just do it.
I'm a fan of going to
so
Swamp.
afraid of the
That's
Ice
my
Palace.
play. Swamp's my play on that one. I don't... Swamp and Ice... Swamp, Ice, Mire, and Desert are the best options.
Swamp would be my play after Ice. Ice is my first play. It's in logic, it's clearable.
Both are clearable on that one. I'm just a fan of going with the density on that one.
You have to.
Although I would say,
we're talking about adding an extra 30 to 40 seconds if you decide to full clear it with the Cane of Samaria. You
True
go to the
enough.
SG room, you turn around, and you go right into dream. You don't have to even bomb jump if you don't want to.
As I said, true enough. True enough. So now let's see what's in Mire.
Nothing so far.
In the compass chest we have a piece of heart.
The only reason Amarith would be in here is because she's confident in doing the start.
Is Amarith he or she?
Amarith is a she,
Or they?
I do believe.
Because you've been calling him he for a bit now.
I was getting corrected by chat.
Okay, just say they.
She. It's she. I'm gonna
She
absolutely
works.
say it's she.
Sorry for
Not she
calling
works.
it correctly.
Amarith's preferred pronoun is she.
I always try to make sure we are correct. And in the developing King Justice. Wow, is this even randomized?
Amarith Bales! I guess it's not as confident as I thought in, the darkness, huh?
Here's Shovel. The Shovel of Hope. So let's see what that Shovel of Hope has. And we have Tempered. Shovel paying off, I guess. Looks like Amarith is taking my suggestion in going to Swamp. While Quizzy is picking up some of the blue goo, or I guess some water.
Yep. Nothing going on with the shovel.
Well, the shovel had tempered, which was nice.
Nice.
That is always worth it.
Almost salad. We know what already has not very much on it.
$5. Link prayed to the gods, and the gods said, "Here, take 5." Looks like Amarith is taking your suggestion.
At long last.
Wants to not have anything in there. Wow.
You need all 7 crystals.
That is true.
You need all 7 crystals, so it has the crystal in there. That's my point of this whole thing. It's not like the pendant that you're avoiding.
I know. But I know a lot of people do like avoiding ice anyway.
I know, and it's not... It really isn't that horrible of a time sink. It's just the most famous skip.
I know. It's the most famous skip, and yet, ironically, it's not in the Playing with Power book.
Nope. Well, because they don't anticipate bomb jumps weren't supposed to happen.
Oh no! If you actually, and Butter.
Buttersword.
No, they released the SNES Classic. They actually asked, the current world record, holder at the time, Zelma. I think it's I forget how to pronounce their name.
It's Zelma.
Essentially, he, asked him to give some advice, an insight to the speedrunning part of it. His advice was, I believe it was Eastern Power skip. The more advanced thing was trying to remember this.
It's locked out.
It was that, the Hera bomb jump, and then hovering.
Hovering's not easy to pull off.
That was the super advanced
bomb
text
jump is
section.
the one you wanna.
Yeah, that was the super advanced section. It was like the Hera, the Eastern Palace big key skip, Hera bomb jump, and since they wanted something super advanced, they went with hovering. I agree with you. Like, they should have mentioned the Ice Palace bomb jump.
That's the most famous thing. This is the
there were
simplest thing. There you
3.
go. Boom, done, and you're gonna be right over. There you go.
I mean, there were literally 3 pages worth of Super Metroid stuff in there.
Oh, they ass oats and goats.
So, while Amarith is checking,
which Amarith did not bother going into.
Yep. So let's see. What do we got today in Desert? A key.
There, we saw it on the torch was the compass, so you don't need boots at all.
Nope. Boots could be here though. A very small chance, but they could be here. And without boots, getting downstairs in ice is a pain.
You can center yourself with the hook shot if you need to.
True enough, or hold out the sword as well. There's the big key.
We already got one item, which was bombs in Desert Palace, so it wasn't terribly useful. Getting the key there is annoying, because you have to go back up and around.
Well, I think there is a way to bomb jump across, but I forget whether or not you can do it from where she was.
Well, get the key, so it's...
Yeah, pretty true on that one.
Run around.
So, in Desert, Amarith is checking there. I'll keep an eye on Quizbowl then. So let's see, today's big chest winner is $20.
That is both items in Desert Palace is useless.
That is correct.
It's a not green pendant. Time to leave.
There's the big key. One chest away from its vanilla location. There's one item.
Snowfall Temple, by the way. Or Snowhead, whatever it's called.
Snowhead, I think.
Woodfall
Makes sense, too.
The third one. And, the water. maze that I hate.
At least it's not as bad as the water temple.
I think it's worse. Great Bay Temple. The Great Bay Temple, I think, is a nightmare.
Aren't almost every palace with water a nightmare in a Zelda game? Oh no, wait,
the one in Breath of the Wild is fine, but that's because all the dungeons are kind of just fine.
that is true on that one. And I was also going to say Swamp is to a degree, but then I remembered, oh wait, left side of Swamp exists.
Weird. We're gonna get a good check on. We have to check the iced tea room. There's an item there.
I could go for a cup of iced tea right now.
I in fact have some.
I actually find it amusing that there are so many rooms in Ice Palace that look like letters. You have this one, you have the one that looks like an 8, you know, that's upstairs. You have the one that looks like an N that's just before Cold Stare. It's amusing. I guess you could call it the Alphabet Palace.
Yeah, Ice Palace ended up doing nothing for you, but you know what? Gotta do it.
That is true. That is very true. See? Right here is another letter. The N. I think there's a room that might look like it's, you know, that somewhat looks like an E, so you could call it then.
Nice bombos.
And this will be a real quick snowball fight.
Yep, Cold Stare will go down very, very fast.
4 hits per ball. Oh! That's your boots!
There's our boots. Told you. The
Ice was worth it. I will admit that. Ice is worth it. Technically not required for the boots. Well, let me rephrase that. They're going to get their boots. The boots are technically not required if ice was not required. But either way, they got the boots. They still need a bow, though. So let's start guessing where that might be. You thinking boots locked?
Yeah, there's a really strong chance.
So let's see what the king was hiding in his tomb. Just some bombs. I guess he booby-trapped his tomb.
So we get the bonk rocks as well. We probably want to get the lamp, especially if you're Amarith, and just noped out of.
And while Amarith is checking bonk rocks, Quizbowl's going for it.
This is brave.
No, it's even worse.
Dying here.
Oh, red mail. No, it's worse. It's Master Sword Vitreous.
Yeah, that's so fun. Master Sword, no bow.
I mean, there's always bomb strats. Which I believe is what's used in low percent. Dear God, especially in low percent nowadays, it's a 3 hearts category.
Yeah. Yep, Amarith's gonna go ahead and finish off Meyer.
It looks like desert check first, I think.
Yes. A bow, my kingdom for a bow.
While Amarith is entering desert, Quizbowl's actually made it to Vitreous.
Yep.
And of course getting the free refill.
Now this is a kind of castle.
Yay! You finally figured it out. Going damage boost strats. And he's got the potions for it. Is that the cane hitting the eyeballs, or is that the slashes? Either way, doing well. Oh god, this fight. This is a pain.
Yeah, it's okay though. Got a lot of health.
Oh, that is true.
Got a blue
Fun
veil.
fact, do you know what Vitreous is named for?
No.
He's named for actually Vitreous that is basically the goo he's around. Well, it is around.
No, what,
As
do you know what
apparent-
why Trinex is named Trinex?
it has 3 heads.
What's his mom named?
Ah, true enough. Even so.
Amarith gonna,
And that's another crystal on the board for Quizbowl.
Amarith gonna complete. Amarith while we're Amarith gonna complete Amarith, so to saying. Amarith gonna complete Misery Mire while we're here. This is nearly a tie.
And Quizbowl is fluting to... Oh,
Take the shovel check.
okay. Yeah. He'll pick up his tempered sword.
My prediction here would be Ice Palace next.
If he's smart, ice. If not, I could see swamp.
Well, Swamp. I think Swamp is going to require either way.
You're right on that one.
There's no Quake, so they're going to need to either get Quake there, and that would be horrible. If you get Quake and Swamp, and then you have to go up to
Going ice anyway.
Turtle Rock.
I mean,
Gotta do it.
considering swamp is a crystal, I could actually have seen a
Swamp's not a crystal.
logical way to go there.
Swamp is not a crystal.
Yeah, it is according to the tracker. It's the one I'm looking at.
That would be an error on the left side. On the right side is... There we go.
Yeah, you are right. You are right.
That's why I'm saying not to worry about Swamp.
I know. I was looking at one of the trackers and one was right and one was wrong. It happens.
Yep. Yeah, usually you get one bow pretty fast now because they're progressive, but got nothing.
I'm happy whenever we have to go on a... This item should be early hunt, and it's not. Reminds me of the good old days.
And that's...
I remember
Basically,
back when we
keeping
didn't
you-
have progressive items.
That is the only thing keeping you going at this point is that bow.
So where could it be? Where could it be?
Ooh, careful, Amarith.
And they got butter sword. Doesn't matter.
I know, we down to 3.25 hearts with blue mail. Well, red mail. So that's okay, right?
Yeah, red mail, so it really doesn't matter.
No, one more hit and you're dead.
You pick up potions.
Not using it. Got it.
Yep, close. No scar. Got it.
Well, it's not going to be all done. To people are asking in the chat, is this going to be an oops all dungeons? It's not really going to be a true all dungeons because we know that the pedestal is empty. So for 2 of those crystals, once you get the items, you're gone.
Let's see here.
This has got to be Swamp Palace now for Amarith. There's really no other choice.
Yeah, true. True. Swamp's going to have progression.
Yep, and here we go.
Oh god, I just thought of this. It might be an oops, well...
It could be an oops all dungeons if you gotta go into
dungeons.
Quake.
Yeah, what I was thinking is that you're not going to complete Desert, but Quake could be on Argus with your bow on Trinex.
Well, if the bow's on Trinex, then the cape better be somewhere before him. That's where Icebound is.
Very true.
So
you know what I mean.
You don't. Here's what you don't want to see here. You don't want to see Quake and Cape.
Hey.
That's what gets terrifying.
Yeah.
You want a bow to pop up right off the bat, and then we can be done with it.
But I know chat wants what I just suggested. As chat loves the troll.
This is kind of a rough seed.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it that rough. More annoying rough than rough. I mean, they have the ability to have red mail.
No, it's not. It's not difficult. You're right. It's not difficult. But it's the mental puzzle of the routing is hard here.
True enough.
You know, this is a warrior temple, and this temple isn't annoying at all. This temple is one of the quicker ones, actually.
What, Swamp?
Yeah, Swamp Palace isn't too horrible.
Yeah, I made a note of that earlier. It's like, it's not so annoying unless you're playing in vanilla where you have to go to the left side.
If you're doing... I would go to the left side right now if you're just looking for items.
I 100% agree.
You don't care about getting to the back of the dungeon fast.
Answer the person in chat, yes, it's Majora's Mask. As far as the MSU.
Yeah, no, we switched to Quizbowl music, and Quizbowl has just normal Link to the Past music, but I really kind of like this music.
Yeah, I kind of like the music from Majora's Mask as well. So Ridley, gotta ask you, what's your favorite Zelda track?
In terms of things that are in the actual video game?
Yeah, pretty much, I guess.
Not remixes, because there's a couple of
There's a lot of good remixes.
A couple of jazz remixes that were being played at the start of this that I kind of really dig. But in terms of an actual Zelda track, well, it really used to be the Dark World theme here, but that got beaten out of me about the 150th time I beat this game. I would think Spirit Temple.
There's a few that I like.
I have to replay Breath of the... There's some in Breath of the Wild that I haven't listened to a lot of, but...
Breath of the Wild's got some decent music on that one. It's just, some of it's very subtle. I'd say for me, if I'm going just pure music, not from dungeons, I'd have to go, Ballad of the Windfish. If I'm going just pure, just like, you know, music style music, you know, from the game. I
am flabbergasted that Amarith is still passing up left.
I think what they're hoping for
they're at
is
the back of the
that... I know. It's okay routing, because if it's on the boss, they know immediately. If it's not, they have the mirror. And getting some love from that piece of heart.
Oh yeah. We're gonna
Oh god.
Gorgeous.
The giant puffball.
None of it is really, really good video game music like the Doom soundtrack. Oh, the bow! Wow!
I said there was something on Argus.
What a guess by Amarith!
She's in go mode.
She's in go mode. Absolutely. Absolutely.
We will see.
Let's go
probably...
to Eastern, let's go to Pod.
Yep. We'll see the
Let's go to Gans
back-to-back
Tower.
notes.
Let's take
I would say start getting the guesses in chat, but we're about maybe, what, you say 6 minutes away?
I don't see how Quizbowl catches up.
I don't either. Well, I could see it maybe happening with a Ganon fall, but you have Butter Sword.
You red nail this much health Butter Sword. It would have to be something pretty tragic.
I mean, heck, even then...
It would have to take a couple of Ganon falls. Now, there's remember the lead widens every second here.
Not just that, but you can actually still get, pulled back onto the ledge, with Ganon. I have literally fallen, died at the same time, and had a fairy revive me back to the actual fight.
No, Chibato in chat says the thing that must not be said. There is a way to yes, there is a way to despawn Gan's tower. I don't want to experience that.
I have seen it happen exactly one time
it is,
in a randomizer.
I've never seen it. I've probably run about 100 of these and calmed about 40 of these or so.
I have seen it once.
Never seen
exactly once. I don't remember if I was tracking commentary or just watching it. I believe it was one of the original tiebreaker races, very first tournament.
We don't want that to happen. That would be the ultimate tragedy.
And I believe it was Fred Coughlin, the creator of the Zelda 1 randomizer, who had it happen to him.
Umaga asks, do you think Amarith feels behind? Hour 30 in, go mode, when most races have been finishing around the 130 mark. Yeah, it's hard not to, but you feel a little bit better after finding.
Considering where the bow was, they're probably like.
You got some time back in that skip.
The thing is, you're probably thinking either I'm way ahead now, or I'm way behind. But
it really doesn't make a huge difference whether Amarith feels ahead or behind, outside of maybe nerves, because...
Yes.
No, there's no shortcuts that you can take. You're going where you're going.
And nice key dash.
Yep. You're gonna finish this, you're gonna mirror to Eastern, you're gonna do that, and you're gonna go up to Gan's Tower. Maybe you take a chance by taking the other side first, but the other side than you
probably
normally
gonna
would
save
do.
and quit first after this. After Eastern, I mean.
Yeah, you save and quit. You just...
You could flute, but it's just faster, I think, for the save and quit. Actually, no, wait.
No. No. I don't think so.
Yeah, right on that one. I'd say flute is probably slightly faster, although you save and quit in case anything happens, because I don't think they have a fairy. And those boulders still deal 1 heart of damage.
If you wind up saving quitting is not a bad idea for a safety, because God forbid you do despawn the tower.
Or God forbid something happens, like you unplug your system or anything else like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I have seen a system crash in a tournament before. The very first tournament I got, and it was Andy, but There are things that can
We
happen.
don't talk about system crashes either. We don't want that to happen.
I know.
It's not tempt fate.
I know. Looks like Quizbowl is also getting the taking the play to Argus.
So I should give a shout out. Amarith is a racer who is part of our the group who've been helping us stream a lot of these Gilmo podcasts. Go check them out. The logins in the chat as well. I mean, Quizbowl went straight for Argus 2, so Quizbowl's gonna be, boy, he's 2 dungeons behind.
Yeah, I know how it feels on that one. I'd say it's all over, you know, but the fat lady's singing, but I don't want to say that just yet.
No, it's fine. It's a best of 3. What'll happen now is Quizbowl will get to change. You see the settings in the middle of the screen on the bottom. Standard open defeat Ganon, 7 crystals, and randomized swords.
You know, I'm a fan of changing it to maps and compasses.
You get to change one of those settings if you lose. It can be as simple as changing open to stand. The open start to standard start. Could be as complicated as fast Ganon, which means you don't have to do Ganon's tower, or dropping an entire crystal.
As I said, I am a huge fan of making them have to do maps and compasses. Make them have to do simple entrance shuffle. Sorry to enter key sanity.
Oh, see Amarith flew on up and start heading up the mountain.
So, do we have a guessing game or not?
I don't think we have a bot.
Either way, we can take guesses in chat.
Sure. We're gonna start ahead. Go ahead. There are 22 chests in Lower Ganon's Tower. We want you to type in a number between 1 and 22. That is where it gets to. We'll give a shout out to the person who comes closest. My guess, as always, number 1. Let's get this over with.
I'm going to go with 12.
I'm just gonna use this to get to the Dark World.
So, let's see. Wait, is this the Final Hours theme?
Yes.
My god, that is some of the creepiest music in the game. And by that I mean if you actually go around and talk to the, see a lot of the NPCs that are around there.
They're acting as people would if the end of the world was coming. Some of them are lying to themselves, some of them are in total despair, some of them are just calling their loved ones. Majora's Mask is a really good video game.
I know. I'm hoping Breath of the Wild 2 is just as good, because it's supposed to look like it's darker. And let's see.
One! Number 1! They give a shout out to me! I win! I'm the winner!
Is this the first time you won?
Yes! And we're just gonna go get a key. Has to go get a key.
Oh, that's funny.
Me! Shout out to Ridley Dragon, the winner of the Big Key guessing game.
I've got to say though, last hours in Majora's Mask were nice.
John the Branch actually beat me to saying 1, so maybe I don't even win.
I'd say it's a tie.
Yeah, you do, it's pretty normal to go right. You go right first. If you get a small key, then you just finish off right outside of the power room, and then if you don't, go left.
I'm usually a fan of just going right then left.
If you have a key, it's can't go right. You always check those wish chests in my mind because that can happen.
True enough.
Run low on arrows for Amarith. That's a little dangerous. That's
Yeah,
it's past the part where you really need them.
yeah, the only thing that would really possibly even help with is Gauntlet, and they've got Butter Sword.
No, the only time you need a bow was those red mimics, which are immune to all of the bow.
Yeah, sadly.
Do not need. I mean, they were not even nice to have again if you don't have silvers.
Well,
Totally useless.
technically, you only need it for 2 of the mimics.
Yes.
2 of them can be despawned.
2 of them can be despawned. But it's also early enough in the dungeon where you can just go get ours.
True. True. As I said.
That was the other big thing that maybe Quizbowl could have made up time is if Amarith took 22 chests to get to the
Yeah.
like it was in tile and Quizbowl checked it right away and Amarith didn't, which is not a bad idea if you feel very behind.
That's the general play if you're feeling behind. Check tile.
Maybe you'll get very lucky, but Amarith could not have found that key any faster. Do not need to spin attack with the Butter Sword. Doesn't do anything.
That is correct, but it's one of those things.
Muscle
If you're
memory.
a little unconfident, yeah, most
Whoa.
likely muscle.
Had the mirror armed for just a moment. That was a little scary.
That is.
You definitely do not want the mirror armed and ready because that's a good way to make this a race real fast.
True. And taking a Wizrobe beam to the face.
You remember the big difference with Quizbowl. Quizbowl took a Death to Dark Cross and kept coming back.
You only took 1 extra chance at it.
We're still talking about that's a minute. And the way this is shaping up, he's going to lose by maybe 2 or 3 of them.
It's not that big of a deal. Good job, Emerald. Avoiding the despawn. You have.
Wow! Uh-oh! Well, there's a refill here. Refill's gone.
Oh god.
Oh, what? So this is one of those. You want to talk about creating tension?
I know where there's magic, but
You gotta walk way back. Oh no! Oh no! This is gonna get a little interesting. Amarith left!
Amarith doesn't know where there's magic. I do. Trying for the dig.
Why don't you go back to the box spot?
That's
nice big
hysterical.
dig. Go back to, or take a death or go back to that box spot. It death doesn't refill magic or anything, but
No, it does not. Well,
we got if Quizbowl hits right off the bat, this is suddenly more
Quizbowl
race.
is going to. I'm pretty sure Quizbowl is going to. I'd love to know what's going through our runners' minds.
Oh, Amarith is beside herself. It was a nice clutch dig, but Quizbowl. I mean, Amarith was going to cruise to this. Quizbowl's going right.
Of course, you always check right first.
Quizbowl's going to get that first big key.
Then go back up and do that.
Go left and get the small key. Quizbowl, don't forget about it. Great. All right.
I've only seen 1 or 2 runners ever forget to grab a key.
I'm one of them. I've done it.
I think we all have once. Indeed, never forget again.
No, it hurts.
It also depends on where you were when you remembered you needed a key.
I was at the door.
Oh. I know one of my opponents, before I got knocked out, accidentally did it.
That was one of those things where I was so embarrassed that I just forfeited the race right there and then. And I don't want to record this. Quizbowl, a little low on arrows. Can't be super careless. Amarith still has a pretty healthy lead. I'd say about full gauntlet ahead. This may be like 1 Ganon fall of a difference. There's something getting a little exciting. So my question is, why didn't Amarith go back to this room with the bonk wall down to the bottom of the gauntlet? I wonder if can you not walk back that way, or
you can. You can.
Can you? Because I wonder if you get. No, that door isn't locked. Yeah. I was wondering if this door locked, but it didn't. So that would probably have been a much faster way to get more magic, because there's definitely a refill in there. That's compass. Yeah, this is still Amarith to lose. Oh, well, a fall here wouldn't help. Nope. By the way, nice half magic at the end of their game. Just, wow. The seed is kind of evil.
Excessive since it gives her a full magic refill.
Yeah, right after she would eat it. Nice 3.
Triple.
Oh, a double 3!
A 33.
33, that is the fastest you can do that. That is more than likely going to shut off the opportunities for a comeback. That's some clutch agony too when you need it.
That's
Wow.
final hours. Can't wait to hear. Oh god, is this Majora's music?
This is gonna be Majora 2. We just heard Majora 1. Oh, that I bet Majora 3 is the next. This is the second phase.
That is correct.
Yep, nice trick shot. Again, go butter sword. Just gotta be very. Just can't be really impatient. Just gotta keep it cool. Yeah, you gotta do it silverless, but you just gotta get into your flow and your rhythm. Don't panic.
Just don't screw up. Where was the hint for silvers anyway?
In Ganon's Tower, so it was one of the other 20 chests we didn't look at.
True enough. You ain't gonna check any other chests where you get a big key.
This, I think, is the second thing you have to learn if you're gonna run this game.
Yeah, I
even
agree
before
with you
Dark
on that
Rooms.
one.
The first thing you have to learn is Ice Palace Bomb, though.
This. I'm just surprised at the number of players that have learned this lately.
So, again, losing life isn't a big deal. You have a fairy and a pot, so you just air on the side towards the center. Don't air towards... Don't cheat towards the ledges. And again, fall now makes us a tie.
Yes, it was
Quizbowl's about to wrap up Agony 2. But if you just stick to the center, you're gonna be fine.
Stick and move.
Nicely done.
Stick and move. Go butter gan it up.
And all this is nice, very, very nice.
Easy.
Like Dark Room's memorization.
Fall.
No, yeah, don't.
Don't fall.
Give yourself a split second. Let the stairs come down.
Yeah, I have had that fall happen exactly once.
All right.
And I'm not the only person. GG.
Congratulate Amarith. We're gonna bring Amarith in for an interview. Amarith, congratulations.
Yeah, that GT climb.
Yeah, GT climb.
But you know, it was just so good the first time. I was like, you know what? I gotta do it again.
We were sitting there saying, trying to list all the ways. I'm not kidding. That they could possibly make this closer. And we're like, well, you could despawn a tower. You have for some reason you have to leave. And then it happened.
I also included the whole possible system crash.
Yeah.
Controller disconnect, or you know, all sorts of fun stuff.
I've literally accidentally pulled my controller out, you know, trying to sit back down again, and hey, it ended up pulling my system off of the thing, so it crashed that way.
A real crash, a big crash.
Hey, I've seen a lot of things happen with that one.
I'm just glad it's over. I was so like, no, I'm so screwed with this second climb.
Where do you think, how'd you think of where the boots were?
A bit rude.
This whole scene was a bit rude.
For a while, we forgot that, until we found that for the Titan's Mitch, we were almost positive that it was going to be an Iga required seed that you both dodged a bullet on.
Oh, was it? Because I don't remember where exactly we got the mushrooms, so...
Congratulations, you're gonna win game 1. I should mark that. There we go. And Quizbowl's gonna wrap up as well. Once he crosses this platform, there's no way he could possibly fall into this unless he purposely does it. And we're going to be joined as well by Quizbowl. GG Quizbowl, just a bit behind.
Yeah, GG Quizbowl.
Hello.
Oh yes, hey, thank you very much. Thank you for the GGs. GG, Amarith.
GG.
Oh boy, that was a seed.
Was something.
There's seeds like that, and then there's seeds like this.
Yeah, and I hear someone had to climb the tower twice.
Yeah, like I was saying, I just couldn't get enough of it the first time. I was just like, let's do it one more time, just for the heck of it.
Yeah, I know that's a tough one.
Sorry about the music.
That's a mistake you generally only make once.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I just couldn't get my fire rod shots right, and just kept flubbing. It was like, come on.
Oh, so it wasn't a key. It was a magic thing.
Magic.
Oh no.
What was sad?
Yeah, I ran out of.
Go ahead. You want to explain what was in the
at
final chest?
The final chest.
That was half magic.
It was half magic.
Oh yeah.
Which gave you a pretty refill.
Yeah, it would have been nice to be able to get that after I ran out.
Amarith, did you not remember you could have walked back to the refill room?
I wasn't sure if that was quicker or not, because I didn't remember if the door was locked, and I was just like, let's just go and dig. That's the quickest way I know.
Well, it's quicker if you come up with a full magic immediately, like you did.
Yeah, that was clutch.
I mean, when you're in panic mode, you're not thinking. When you're like, oh god, I've done the biggest bad, it just doesn't occur to you. And
yeah, I mean, there are some times where it does happen. The student have to deal with the despawn glitch.
I mean, I basically did. The way that I ran it.
All right, so Quizbowl, what do you have in mind for your change for Game 2?
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I like to do things where I'm very thorough with my checks, and so I think the change would be most beneficial to me because I'm not really playing. I don't want to make a change that's trying to play my opponent. I just want to make it more beneficial to me. And so I think what I want to do is I want to change this from open to standard because then that puts the escape into sequence. I don't have to worry about that anymore about routing that in.
All right.
Okay, cool.
And you're also guaranteed a weapon.
That too, the benefit. Although it can be 10 bombs, so that's technically a weapon.
It's the most fun
That is
weapon.
true.
It is very fun. So that's why we practice the bomb escape.
I know my personal choice whenever, I was, for my thing, maps and compasses.
Ooh, that's another good one. I really like that one.
Yeah, I don't like that one too much, mainly because I don't have a tracker for it.
Yeah, the trick to that one is just basically to know the knowledge of that one.
Yeah, so I use my key sanity tracker on that one. I just kind of remove 2 from the pool, or just balance it so that the maps and compasses are accounted for. But yeah, it does require a little bit more heads up play because it's a bit odd.
I know I can see your tracker on the con stream. Is that an old school cross product one?
Yeah, I think it's a cross product one, but I think it was and then the key sanity one is Big Dunka, and I think they're both technically his. But I like the layout of this one, so I'm going with it.
Yeah, I know that feeling on that one, though I don't think they ever got one truly made for entered shuffle.
All right.
Yeah, that's a whole nother beast.
Just wondering if chat have any questions before we close out here. The really nice double triple on Aga, by the way, Amarith. That made a big difference in
I didn't think I honestly had it at first. It was just like Oh, it was just like a light on the dark side of me, like kind of like just a light in the darkness, you know? Like, oh, at least I got that.
And you gotta love the GG big key of a big fat 1.
Oh, and that was amazing too.
I usually guess 2 in the game, so to get even lower, that's even better.
Ridley was ecstatic because he has never won.
I guess 1 every single race I com. It's never happened.
Nice.
It happened tonight, and I was so excited. It was so good. All right.
Well, I'm glad you were entertained.
This was an entertaining one for sure. All right. I think that's gonna do it tonight. Want to give a big shout out to our tracker, as Junker's wife. Of course, our runners, give them a follow. You can see it right on the stream right now. Amarith and Quizbowl. And a huge shout out to Magius, who is my co-commentator for tonight.
Same thing to you, Ridley. Same thing to you.
Yep. Stick around. Tomorrow looks like we're gonna have Challenge Cup round 3. Dracaris versus Mr. DNA. That's gonna be a good one.
I didn't see who won the earlier match between Adirondack Rick and his opponent on that one.
It was Monty Games.
So I don't know if that's
I am not sure either. Yeah, so Dracaris versus Mr. DNA, that'll be a good one. That'll be on tomorrow at 7 p.m. And at 9:30 on ZSR, we have the Ocarina Time Randomizer. WTHH versus Glitchymon in the winner's bracket round 2 there. That should be exciting as well. 2 hype matches. Dracaris, our number 2 seed. Mr. DNA kind of crawling his way up the bracket from the lower side. So it should be fun. I think with that, I'm going to say good night.
Night all.
Good night.
See you the next time. We all need to pull the Master Sword out of the pedestal.
Yep.
Good night.
Mm.